Yeah, cuz I gotta cut it real quick, cuz I gotta get up there early in the morning while I was with the Atomic Wolf Dog. I figure we'll cut in a little bit.
Listen, we already live, man. We already live. My homeboy Barry said, time to do a show on worst bosses. What was the beat? Oh yeah, worst bosses. We can do it on Santa Cruz, bro. Hey, y'all check out. Tune in. Atomic. Hey.
Hey, Cornell.
Yo.
Huh?
Cornell, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Like something's going.
Okay,
hey, Wolf.
You can't see me?
What's up? Hey, Wolf.
Yeah.
You give me that name, right? You gave me that name back in the day, bro.
You can't see me? And we already live.
I can see. I can only see the top of the lower part of my face. Like
listen, y'all already know I'm dark, so you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna need y'all to get your flashlights on me.
Let me go ahead, man. I was live on Facebook real quick. Hey, so Thero, you still can't see me?
I can't see.
Monty, you can see me?
Yeah, I see you. I see
Y'all hear me
everyone.
better? Y'all can hear me good tonight? You can hear my voice pretty good? Hey,
Yeah, I
whoa!
can hear you. Hold on. Let me go back out and come back in.
Go back out and come back in, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, whoa!
Okay. Well, I can see myself.
But you can't see me.
Can't see you.
I see you perfectly.
Interesting.
I see you perfectly, man. Hey, Wolf them froze, man. We already live, man. We went live already because, dang it, Wolf gone. So now I went live, and Wolf. Hey, man, you saw them boys firing shots at the women already.
I saw a little bit of
work
today. I was like, okay, this probably.
They firing shots at the women already, brother. Already they're firing shots. So, you know, we already got somebody chiming in already early. Yeah. Coming in early tonight, coming in hot.
Oh,
Barry said it's like a light bill issue. He talking about the internet. he talking about, boy, you crazy, boy. He talking about light. Hey, Barry, that's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan now, so you better not talk bad about him, Barry. Theory's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Right now, man.
There go Theory coming back in.
Okay.
Hey, Theory.
Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna let this dude that didn't drop this on here. He said this about why you couldn't see.
Okay.
The light bill issue. But now I told you a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so I know he can backpedal on that. Backpedal on that, man. Yeah, man. We already live, man. We got Barry with us. We have a good time today because Barry crazy.
All right.
A lot of crazy stuff there, but hey, I see you already firing off on the women tonight, Lethario.
Say again.
I saw you already firing off on the women.
Oh man. Hey, I'm just a different perspective. That's all. Gotta have a different perspective, right?
Yeah, bro, you gotta have a different perspective, man. And this is the trifecta. The show, we've been having so many problems, man, trying to get some stuff together. The pizza delivery lady just came by. I had to go out there and find her. She couldn't find my house. You know, Barry, you say you're getting a lot of feedback, Barry?
Yeah, there was a little bit.
But can y'all guys hear me tonight?
Yeah, we hear you, but it just has feedback a little bit.
Oh man, because this is the problem that we had the last two shows, and we had to stop the show. And because Barry is on here, I can say this saying because it brings it to mind. We had a boss, and he used to say, "One monkey don't stop the show." So that cat meant that because everybody done ducked out of work. Ain't nobody came, man. I was the only one there on Martin Luther King birthday. Them boy done dogged me like that, boy. Them boy dragged me like that.
It's bearable. I mean, it's tolerable.
It's tolerable. HP. Yes, now. Watch what HP say. We got HP hard rock in the house.
What's going on, fellas?
Hard Rock, what's going on, man?
Well, I'm chilling, man. Just made it in from Miami.
Yeah, you went to the game?
Yeah.
Boy, this cat right here, boy. He
That's
loves
what I'm
Hey, Lethario,
Yeah.
can we be like him when we grow up?
Hey, striving every day.
I tell you what, man. So you been down there, man. Hey, you picked Bama to bust them up like that last night?
No, I was kind of disappointed Clemson wasn't there.
Yeah, I was too, man.
You know, I had my Clemson hat, shirt, jacket, pants, shoes, everything. Couldn't even wear it.
No, you better not wear it there. That's not the place to wear it.
Nah.
Dude, you don't wear it there, bro. Yeah, man.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man. We were kicking it because one of my friend, my cousin, had came in with the OG from my neighborhood, Wolf, the Atomic Dogg, and we wanted to get the Atomic Dogg to say a couple things, but man, I don't know, man. They had some problems, man. So we're already live tonight. Oh, it's 7:16, man. Hey, where the ladies at? The ladies gonna leave us hanging tonight? Where the ladies gonna do us like that? If they do us like that, now we gonna talk about them.
I thought we started at 7:15.
Yeah, man, it's 7:16 now, man. Yeah, it's 7:16. I'm gonna go.
Okay, I didn't know you was live already.
We live because I had a OG from my neighborhood come in. I wanted to try to get a statement from him before he left, But yeah, they fizzled out. They were cutting wood today, boy. So they fizzled out a little bit. So we got J3. We got J3 in the
Look at him.
What's happening, man?
We got
Going
J3 in
on?
the house.
Bro?
Hey, we got some comments already coming in. Letitia West says, what she says, she said Precious Simmons. She calling somebody to come on the show. Letitia West said, hey guys, what's going on, Letitia West? We might need to send Letitia West a feed. I know Katori said she's gonna be coming a little bit late. But Terry and everybody said they was coming. So I don't know what's up. They should be here in a second, though. I guess they'll be here in a second. But if they don't come, we're gonna talk about the women tonight.
Uh-oh.
All these questions I got about men, we can talk about the women. I got about 40 questions about the women tonight. Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
Women tonight. You sure we sure gonna do that. They better come. So hey, I'm gonna go ahead and run the promo, man. I run the promo. I know MB said he's coming. Bam Mab said he's gonna be here. So we'll be looking for Bam Mab to show up here in a second. We should have a full house, but yeah, we had Atomic Dogg on earlier, man, but he didn't get to say anything, man. Wolf, the Atomic Dogg from we were hoping that Wolf would get to drop a little wisdom on us. So I don't know, he might be back later in the show. But we're gonna go ahead and run the promo since everybody's not in the house. You're on the Moral Compass tonight. Nuts and bolts. How men and women differ. Oh. What's up, boy? Yeah, look like hey, you look like LB showing that picture for real.
Hey man, why you do me like that, bro?
Hey, you look like LB. I had to put that down there, man. You look like LB. Hey, so man, I'm laughing in the house, but listen, it looked like the ladies left us hanging. Did the ladies leave us hanging tonight? Did they leave us hanging, guys?
Hey.
I think they're scared.
Oh man, look, the Tory said she'll be late, but no Lexus. I mean, okay, we see what's up. It's 7:22, bro. It's all right. Nuts and bolts.
Hey, we should know as men dealing with women. Every time they say they're ready at 7, what time do we actually leave? Like an hour later?
Yeah, about 8-ish.
Yeah.
Exactly. 8:30.
So
Always.
MB said we should already know that. I think that's one of the questions too. So Letitia West said she's here to represent. All right, and then she tell us, and then she said, be careful. All right, so Letitia, I'll throw a couple of them questions out to you. And she says, calm down, might be in the crew. Oh no, I'm telling you, there's a lot of testosterone in this room right now. I don't think you really know. It's imbalanced now. Well, I mean, we gonna get loose tonight if nobody will show up now. Precious Simmons is real sweet. She said hi. Hi, Precious. Glad to have you on the show. Yeah, but if nobody don't show up, man. So, I tell you what, y'all guys had a good day.
What?
Everybody had a good day. Yeah.
Beautiful, man.
Wonderful. Well, we have in the house tonight. We got Mont LaRock. We got HP Hardrick. We got Lethario B Vanish, aka Alpha Male. We got Mike B. Oh, Terry's in the house. Terry must have heard me talking trash. We got J3 in the house. And we got Terry. Terry, you the only woman to show up tonight, Terry. So far. Hey, what's going on? You the only woman that showed up tonight. So far, Terry. Terry, you feel intimidated?
Hi, Terry.
I ain't scared.
Terry said, I ain't never been scared. She can run the bone crusher on us. You never been scared, huh? All right. J3, let me go ahead and get my picture out your face over there.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
Take it away from you, boy. You sitting back there, you got a nice background. Let me get my picture out your face now. Oh no, I'm opening up other stuff here. Yeah, we're gonna get ready to start the show, but ain't nobody. That's better. Oh, we got some more comments. Oh, hey, Mike, Barry Dinger from Cross. Barry said, well, I learned to use CPT on my wife. Tell her it starts at 6, but it really starts at 7:30. So that's what
Talk to me.
Smart man.
Hey, and Letitia West said they got your back, Terry. So Letitia West is on the feed. She said she got your back tonight, Terry. Terry, you coming here
Thanks,
with the little
Letitia.
tonight? Terry, you got the little Whitney Houston look.
Thanks, Letitia.
You got the little thing around your hair. How will I know? I see you. All right. That's all right. All right, Bob. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. So
don't come for me. Don't come for me. Don't come for me.
I don't work for you. I don't work with you. I understand. I'm not messing with you. I'm just the host. I'm neutral. I'm neutral. So God made man before woman, so the man would have time to think of an answer for the woman's first question. That's our little starting gun. And so first question is always pretty funny. So Terry, we're gonna start off with you. Women generally prefer men with husky voices because they seem more confident and less aggressive. So I would say ladies, but there's only one. Well, there's ladies watching. Ladies, a man walks up to you, dressed to the nines, smelling good, handsome as the day is long. He smiles, and when he opens his mouth, you're waiting for the bass and get straight soprano. What's your next move? talk higher than you.
I really can't answer that because when I first moved from South Carolina from Jersey to South Carolina. Wait, let me get it right. When I first moved from South Carolina to Jersey, the guy that I first started talking with, he sounded like Michael Jackson. So it wasn't his voice, it was his personality and his suave that he has. Voices don't do anything for me.
Did he have high water pants? Did his socks glitter?
He actually sounded like Michael Jackson.
He did. Did he say it was something about the way you make him feel? I can tell by the look you got on the face. And so Barry Dingle chimes in. Thank you. Barry says, "What's the church song? You better run." Oh, Alexis is in the house, y'all. Alexis, you in the house. I tell you what. Alexis, you in the house just in time. What's going on, Lex?
Hi, everybody.
Hey, how you doing, Lex?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, Terry was by herself for a second.
Lexus. Thanks, girl. Thanks. Want to talk about man voices tonight, Lexus?
Will you let me
like
ask
that matter?
Lexus. Here's the question, because I just asked the women the question first.
Get them, Lexus.
Women
talk
generally,
about man voice like that matter.
Women generally prefer men with husky voices because they seem more confident and less aggressive. And so a man walks up to you smelling really good, handsome as the day is long, dressed to the nines. You know, he smiles, and when he opens his mouth, you're waiting for the bass and get straight soprano. What's your next move?
No. Why? I don't know. Okay. Maybe I'll chuckle to myself. But I don't think that would define whether I would allow a person to speak to me. I don't think that would be it. I may chuckle, but yeah, I'm not gonna turn them down because they voice higher than mine. I may not.
You ain't, but if you ride the bus, he out. But if he talk high, hey, Alexis. But you don't mind that. Yo, we got the atomic dog. I'm gonna talk to him for a second while we on the show. We got Wolf.
I'm sorry for the rude interference, but my phone died. I had to go to the house, get the charger, come back. We ain't got about 8 or 9, 10 minutes, but I just want y'all to see him for yourself. Yo, come here, my dog. Cornell. He want to talk about some Cornell. He want to talk about some sports, Cornell. Cornell, how you doing, brother?
Wolf, everything good, Wolf? Hey, Wolf, the show tonight. I want to ask you.
Hey, excuse me for the interference one more time. It's dark, and we are here, and we still cutting wood and busting wood right now at this minute. So we took a few minutes out. So, you know, we both on the dark side of things. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to bear with us. Don't strain your eyes too much. We dark people. So I can understand that, right?
Hey, Wolf, ain't no problem, brother. Wolf, let me ask you a question.
But guess what? Wolf. I know you picking Kansas City probably to go all the way, probably, right?
I'm going with Cleveland, Wolf. I'm going with Cleveland.
No. Oh, both are wrong. You better go with Buffalo, baby. Buffalo is very dangerous. Buffalo have a defense and an offense. They're balanced better than Kansas City when it comes to defense. And see, that's what's going to hurt them because they're going to get on the horn. They're going to get on the horn now. You put the and they're going to score. So I'm going with Buffalo all the way, brother. That's my prediction.
That's your prediction?
That's my prediction. I'm like you, my boys. I'm like you. We sitting on the sideline. The Steelers on the sideline and the Cowboys. Yeah, we be watching the game.
We on the
sideline.
sideline.
I guarantee you, Buffalo will be on the last gunshot.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that now.
Hold me to that. Tell everybody, Wolfman said Buffalo will be the one who's going to the Super Bowl for the AFC, representing the AFC.
That's what the Wolfman
said. I believe Green Bay going.
All right.
That's the only prediction I can give you on that now.
All right, Wolf. Wolf, let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
All right. So say you go to pick up a date, right? You go pick up a young lady. She comes out when you arrive. She got her makeup looks really good, man.
Yeah.
Everything's in place. And when she gets into the car, you notice her hairy Popeye, the Sailor Man arms, and
Lethario
attached to the Incredible Hulk on hands.
Well,
is that a deal breaker?
Well, you know what? Once I see that, I'm getting back at the car with quick like, because I know this ain't gonna be for me. You understand? Ain't no way with the Popeye the Sailor Man arms, but then that tell me something now. What you doing with that kind of tattoo? That's too much spinach for an old man like me. I can't handle that, man.
Too much masculinity. Too much masculinity for me.
Too much. I can't handle that. And if it's a woman, it's too much power for me because he's thinking about Popeye taking too much spinach. You can't kill an old man like me. Taking that spinach, I can't laugh at them. You know what I mean? So that turned me off. That's energizing. I'm not the bunny rabbit now.
68 years old, Uncle Cornell. 68 years old. He know when to run.
Hey,
68 years old. He know when to run.
I know when to run.
You got to know
find me a 60-year-old woman, and then we can talk.
Hey, listen, I'm down to about 60% of my phone. Cornell, I ran all the way back home to get my phone charged.
Man, listen.
Just cause, Cornell.
Thank you, Wolf, for Tommy Dog for coming in. Thank you, Cousin Tony, for coming in.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man.
And listen, I'm sorry to everybody that's on this live or post right now. I'm sorry to cut in like that, but this is something me and Cornell was trying to get in for the longest, y'all. But I'm sorry to cut in. But listen, I'm gonna make sure my phone charges next time, and we really gonna get it in.
And Cornell.
Yeah,
he can be 60, he can be 70. I can handle him.
Hey, we out, y'all. We love y'all. Happy 2021.
Yeah, man. Eat up and love, bro.
Love you, man.
All right, baby.
Man. Good shit, man.
You a mess. You crazy, boy. I can't even get out this thing, man. It's dark, man. I can't see nothing, cool.
I help you, cuz.
How the hell you turn this shit off, bro?
Oh man, gotta love my South Carolina people. Gotta love them.
Oh man, dang, we lost Bam. Oh, here's Bam Mab down here. Bam Mab down here. Oh God. All right, guys, this is the question, man. Oh man, that's so crazy. Wolf is crazy. Wolf is funny. All right, guys, you go over to pick up your date. She comes out as you arrive, face beat to the gods, hair on fleet, clothes on point, smelling delightful, everything in place. And when she gets in the car, you notice the hairy Popeye the Sailor arms attached to the Incredible Hulk man hands with hair on the knuckles. Is that a deal breaker, or can you let that ride?
I'm gonna step in right now, man. I'm gonna let that ride because we can go and we can make some money in sports entertainment. Vince McMahon always looking for somebody, you know, to step into the women's ring. So I guess, man, we can make a partnership out of this thing, man. Hey, so I'm looking at it as a good investment.
HP, how you feel about that?
Oh man, I'll probably like, well, you know, make up an excuse. Hey, oh, my boss just called me. I have to go to work. Maybe we can do this another time, and that'll be the end of conversation. So I would actually make a good excuse. You know, make sure, you know, it's not, you know, disrespectful. And, you know, tell them, hey, my boss called me. I got called in at work, and we'll do this another time. And that'll be the end of the conversation.
Oh God, Mont LaRock, how you feel about that, man?
Man, if it came down to that, I always wanted to go to a biker club. So I probably feel more confident having her by my side because I'm sure she can take on a couple of dudes, you know, when them bikers get rowdy in the bar and do a little drinking. So I'm ready.
Oh God.
Good answer, man.
Oh, alpha male, Lethario, how you feel about that?
Like, how did I not see this at the very beginning? I don't believe this would happen to me because I'm very privy to those type of details. So yeah, I'd have seen that way before the date. So I don't think I'd have been a part of that.
MB.
Yeah.
What you say about that, man?
Well, it's according where we going at. If we going to Larry's long neck chicken and waffle, I'll probably take it.
Because it's sometime in the night she might rub you on your face with that hand, boy, and you gotta think about that. Oh, Letitia West said he died on top of me, the color purple. She's laughing. She's still laughing from Wolf. She sent that earlier. And Barry Dingle said, "What's the number to this dating service? Asking for a friend."
Oh God.
Oh, Lexus, what happened to Terry?
I know what happened.
Oh, Lexus, Terry left you on the block all by yourself. Lexus, I'm gonna ask you this question. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Men waste thousands of gallons of fuel every year driving around while not asking for directions. Why don't men ask for directions?
You really want me to answer this being the only female on here?
Them guys they coming tonight. So yeah, go ahead. You better throw some punches.
Because I feel like men never want to be wrong. They always have to be right. So before they ask for somebody for help, they'll just drive instead of just they don't want to ask for help. That's what I think. Like, I live with one, so I know.
All right.
He'll drive us almost to another state before he asks. So I think it's the fact that they never want to think that they're just men. Some men just don't ever want to be wrong.
They don't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
They don't want to be wrong. We don't want to be wrong. I said they. We don't want to be wrong. Okay.
That's not it.
So, we got a rebuttal. Cheryl Morrison says they can keep that, and I think she's talking about Barry Dingle number to the dating service. Cheryl says that with the big hand lady, the lady with the big hand and knuckles, and probably an ashy elbow too. What you say, Mike?
I'm trying to hear why that's not true.
Mike.
Well, it's according where we're going at. If we really don't want to go there, we're gonna act like we lost to begin with.
That's not the question. Yes, he said people drive around and waste gallons of gas. That's what he said.
We rather take the hit for gas. Trust me, we rather take that hit.
Lethario, you heard what he said?
Yeah. Hey, in 2021, I don't know who drives around lost with all his GPS, and I don't know who does that. So
listen, he wants me to be the GPS reader while he drives, and that's impossible because I'm like, turn here, and he's like, why you wait till the last minute? That's not the last minute. Yeah.
So we got Letitia West chiming in. She said She said we afraid to look bad. She said they're afraid to look bad.
That's it.
That's what Letitia West said.
Well, at this point, I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no excuse to look bad in front of my wife. Shit. It just is what it is at this point. You know what I'm saying? What's the point? Like, I don't mind being wrong anymore. I done took this into account. Because I already know she always gonna be right. So I just think I'm like this. Women always think they're right. It just is what it is. I don't care. Like I expect to be right one time a year. That's the time I give myself, one time a year. You know, I have a valid reason and some valid evidence. But it's like I gotta take out a book and everything to show them the evidence on why I'm right. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. And I ain't gonna even lie. My wife thinks she's smarter than me. We even got to play Jeopardy and stuff like this, man, just for me to at least, make it seem like, like at least halfway there or something. So I think it's just that what women just want to be right all the time. It's just something right in y'all nature or something. I don't,
That's not the question.
Uh-oh.
Not the question he asked. He said men. He didn't say men. He said men. That's not the question he asked.
Well, we're going to turn them tables today, because I'm going to tell you one thing. Y'all always want to be right. It don't make, guess what? It ain't even men. Guess what? I understand under certain circumstances when we think it's a manly thing to be doing. Like driving is manly. Okay? Not saying women don't drive, but manly, that's a manly thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be wrong taking your woman somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So you might just, you'll waste a lot of gas. I don't waste a whole tank before. And then, had to re-up and then wasted some more gas. So, it just is what it is.
So basically, save yourself $8 by just asking a question.
Hey, CJ, let me piggyback on this.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me get these
Okay.
and I'm gonna let you go. Cheryl Morrison says, because they think they're right but wrong, but still won't admit it. Barry Dingle says, laugh out loud. Sounds like we don't want to go to the law house or reunion. My friend talked too much. Mike Ding, hey, Reggie Joyner, our homeboy from Macbeth, South Carolina. Photographer, you need a good photographer, good DJ. Reggie Joyner on Facebook, guys. DJ Red said, Mike. So that he's representing the class of 84. Berkeley High School. Letitia West says, J3, suck it up. Sounds like you're wrong most of the time.
That's because my wife want to be right. There you go. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It don't matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. I get it. Guess what? I've taken that. Guess what? I've already gone ahead and I already figured that out. So guess what? I make my life much easier. That's a problem on my plate I done took. Look, I'm wrong. So hey, it's all good.
HP, what were you getting ready to say? Reggie Jordan says, for sure. We got Junior Duncan in the building already, too. We got Jay in the building. So HP, what were you getting ready to say earlier?
About the direction thing. A former delivery driver for Papa John's, Jimmy John's.
Represent the pizza boy.
Represent Miami area, right? You got streets, you got avenues, you got courts, you got plates, you got all that. Now, if you that driver, if you got lost, it's best for you to call that person and ask for directions, because you don't want to get there 30 minutes later. You will get cussed out. You will not get a tip. So it's best go ahead and call if you're lost, like I would. And believe it or not, I get there, I might get $5, $10, hell, a $20 tip. So man, don't be ashamed. If you lost, don't be ashamed to ask for directions.
Why do I think this is like a commercial?
Hey Mike, you're a truck driver. I'm pretty sure you might have got lost a couple times.
Yeah, but that's in an 18-wheeler, not too much in a car.
Well,
J3.
So you mean to tell me you never call anyone for directions?
I never said that. And how this got on us? No.
Huh?
No, okay. Yeah. I mean, like my brother Lethario said, okay, it's 2021. We got everything. The cars even tell you that you're going right. Look here, you need to take a right. I told you to take a right 2 blocks ago. Okay. So if a man is stubborn, and if a man is stubborn, then he may not want to do that, or like I say, he may not want to go. But I don't know.
But remember that GPS is not 100%.
But yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
It's not.
I just gonna get to that. I was in Tennessee one time, and I swore I met the Beverly Hillbillies. Cause the GPS told me to make a left, and I made a left, and I went up a mountain hill, and boy, I was at a cabin. Man, hey, look, see, you can't rely on none of that, cause GPS ain't always right. They tell you to go through some water and all kind of stuff to get where you need to go.
I live by the GPS now, but it did take me to
man.
a pond one Sunday morning to preach. The church would have to be underwater. I didn't know I was scuba diving. Letitia West said, "You just said you would invest, so why waste money, J3? Waste gas, J3." We got Shawnee. Shawnee Thompson says, "Good evening." That you can tell that's good manners right there. Now, pass by your porch, say good evening. Cheryl Morrison says, "Who tell you that driving is manly?" Hindsight, they're finding bodies these days. Better know where you going. Learn driving directions, ladies. Okay, all right. Junior Duncan said, "He's so stupid. He's so stupid." Then HP said that he drove for Hoppin' Johns.
Junior Duncan, hey, you know I got to come back. You know.
Oh, so stupid. Oh God.
Now, I said Jimmy John's and Papa John's. Jimmy John's is they sell sandwiches, cold sandwiches.
Oh God. You said,
I'm gonna say something real quick and then I'm gonna go.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You gotta go?
So I gotta go to school. So what me personally, how do you guys feel about if you go on a trip? I don't drive at all when I'm in the car with my husband. I refuse to drive. I'm just not gonna drive. He has to drive always. Not unless there's a moment that he's like, "Lexus, I can't do it anymore. I'm not gonna drive." Sorry.
How y'all fellas feel about that?
Most women, you find a select few that likes driving.
Yeah.
A select few, especially when you go on long trips. So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, my wife don't like to drive on long trips.
Hardrick, my pastor laughing. My pastor,
you know what? I think women are better drivers.
You think women are better drivers than men?
Yeah, they're better and they're more safer.
They have better
get them a job at Hoppin' Johns then.
Hey, they can come on. Hey, I'm retired. They can have a job now. I'm retired.
You just said it sounds like Hoppin' Johns to be hard. And let's try it. Hey, if my pastor laughing about it too, Letitia West says, "I'm not driving." So see, Letitia's agreeing with you. Letitia says she's not driving. Letitia's not driving. Mike, they laughing at you because you said Hoppin' Johns. Oh God, that's so funny. Julia's so stupid. Oh God, I didn't even hear that, but Hoppin' Johns. Oh
no.
Hey, don't let me hold you up, Alexis. You got time for one more question?
Yeah, I got time for one more.
Okay. So, Alexis, is putting the toilet seat down the unpardonable, unforgivable cardinal sin? And what should be the punishment?
Oh my God. Yes, it is. It is a sin. Definitely a sin. What I have done to my sons is I have literally thrown water on them. For real. Because that's what I feel like. Especially if it's in the middle of the night and I have to go to the restroom and I sit down and I'm in water. So I have thrown waters on my. Yeah.
You threw water on them?
Yes. Waterboard them.
Okay. Hold on for a minute. DSS has walked in and heard that. Let my joke.
I got CPS on the line. CPS, Child Protective Services.
Water.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible. Women need it up, men need it down. Just adjust it. Why are you sitting on the toilet without looking first?
Why is it just close it? But that's a pet peeve of mine too. I like my toilet closed.
Yeah, but you're assuming that, you know, my point is that we needed a different way. So why doesn't everybody look in the toilet seat? You know?
First, the toilet should be closed at all times. All times. Closed. The lid.
That's an Alexis rule.
Yes.
No, that's a woman rule. I'm telling you, they won't be right about everything. See, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. See, I'm just validating everything I'm saying, man. Look, it just is what it is. I don't mind this no more. You know what I'm saying? You got to come to terms with yourself. I have come to terms.
So either you down feet and
I put mine down too because, you know, of course I share the house with women, but at the same time, it's like, you guys need it down, we need it up. So, you know.
I just think it saves a lot of arguments. Because if it's down, then I can't argue.
So you need to be right.
Yes, I am right.
So Cheryl Morrison says that she's HP, I'm liking you. And that's because Hardrick, I think you're taking the lady's side a little bit too much.
No, man, you know, like this question right here. It's called respect. Okay. Guys, when you get done, you make sure the seat is clean and you put it down for the ladies.
Hardrick said
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. All right.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
You sound like you're a drill sergeant.
Put down the toilet seat. Shock it to me, shock it to me, shock it to me, shock it to me.
Cheryl Morrison says, just put the seat down. Ramante Britt says, you got to look before you leap. Shawnee Thompson says, keep the seat down. Whoa. Hey, Letitia West says, it wasn't up when you got there, so put it down and don't forget to wash your hands. So now, why we don't wash our hands? We wash our hands.
Wash my hands after.
Yeah, I wash my hands. Yeah.
My decorative towels. Dry your.
What'd you say, Lex?
And do not use my decorative towels when you dry your hands.
Listen, if the decorative towel is the only thing in there, I don't use that plenty time. I don't use that decorative towel. I hope my wife ain't looking at this show, but listen, if there's nothing else in there, I'm gonna use that. Really, I just wipe my hand on myself after I wash it. Anyway, because God, according to, I ain't gonna do it on my Dallas Cowboy jersey, you know. But
That's
I ain't on jersey, but if just a regular T-shirt, that's it. That's it. Letitia West.
Do like I do. Do like I do. When I have a guest come to the house, I put a roll of paper towels in the bathroom.
Put a roll of paper towels in the bathroom. All right, HP. Well, we got some paper towels in there too. Cheryl Morrison says, it's not we don't look. Just put the seat down. I don't know why y'all fronting, because all your mamas, we're talking about our mama. Woo! All your mamas went upside your head when you were young. Why y'all tripping?
Mine
Cheryl Morrison said we tripping.
I didn't know what she's talking about.
My cousin Cheryl said we're tripping. And Ramante Britt said, yeah, you're right about that. That's right, Ramante, that's right, absolutely. So HP, we heard what you said. So guys, this is your next question. Don't let me make you late, Lex. Okay, guys, this is your next question. Men, a woman speaks about 7,000 words a day. A man speaks about 2,000. Is that why we can't get a word in edgewise? Who's gonna start that one off? I'm gonna bring that to Hardrick because since he's their friend. He's their friend tonight.
Yes, he is.
Their friend.
Well, that's a good one right there. Maybe the reason why they get so many words out because maybe we guys are hard-headed. We don't listen.
Wow.
And it takes them more words.
Hey, hold up. Put him on the woman's side, okay? I mean, there's a shift.
I'm speaking neutral.
Ain't nothing neutral about what you speaking.
He's a
traitor.
Nah. But that's the reason why they speak more than we do. Because most guys are hard-headed.
Okay.
They don't listen. And a woman got to fuss with them, and that's why they speak more words.
Who paid you off from Hoppin' John?
Yeah. Hey. You've never been bought and sold.
Somebody done brought
Hey,
you,
hey,
bro.
go ahead, participate.
This sounds like a dating site profile video.
Hey, bro, I'm just being real.
Float on. My name is Hardrick. I like to take long walks on the beach. Float on, float on.
Man,
Cornell, how much females you got on here? Because he trying to impress somebody out
I don't
there.
know, but I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Hey, y'all call me ladies love for nothing.
Ladies love. So you LL now. All right. So we'll have you do some. We'll have you do a little rap before you leave there. But
oh, you know I have a problem with that.
Pastor Rob Tolliver says, ladies, can y'all please decorate with something besides towels? Praise the Lord. That's right. A towel is supposed to be to dry your hands. Thank you, Pastor. Absolutely. And Letitia says, yes, HP. They're agreeing with Hardrick, boy.
Of course they will. Yeah,
I tell you. Ramonte Britt says, man, those some dangerous questions. Have to make sure I block my lady from this show. Hey, and Barry Dingle was throwing shade on me because I said I won't wipe it on my Dallas Cowboy jersey. He said it will surely smell touching a Cowboy jersey. All right, careful. I take that, Barry Dingle. I take that, Barry Dingle. Barry says this sounds like Steve Harvey. Steve ain't got nothing on us, Barry. We've been doing this before Steve started. Letitia West says dating site. Barry Dingle says big man trader is Junior Duckett. I even read what he said. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it right now. Junior said, I told Corns not to put Hardy on the show.
you know, Junior Duckett always gotta hate. You always gotta hate.
And Cheryl Barson says, y'all need to listen to HP. He ain't trying to be cold in this winter. So I don't know, HP. Is that it? You ain't trying to be cold this winter? Letitia West says, whatever.
hold on. I'm already ready.
Uh-oh. You had to break up the hat now. Oh, that's a hat with some experience right there now. You know I got one in here today. You know I got one in here now. You know I got one in here. You may want to go put mine on. So guys, since the ladies gone, I'm gonna skip some of their questions and I'm gonna go straight to our questions because we don't have any more ladies on here. Because I don't know what happened to Terry. Terry must have got lost down the yellow brick road. So yeah, Terry, I'm talking about you. Do women use bait to catch it? Did everybody answer that last question?
Not really.
No,
Not
let me
yet.
get everybody. I'm sorry. Well, that was the question about the toilet seat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was going about the words. The
words, guys. Yeah.
Only Hardy the trader actually answered it.
Okay, guys. A woman speaks about 7,000 words a day. A man speaks about 2,000. Is that why we can't get a word in edgewise?
I know I speak more than 2,000 because I do it by default because that's my job, my profession. I'm on the phone, so I'm a talk. And actually, I've been told by a couple of women just stop talking because I talk a lot. So
you talk a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My cousin
makes his case. He says he speaks more than 2,000 words a day. All right. Yeah. So MB, how you feel about that?
Yeah, we got a blocking mechanism going on right here. That's all. Yeah. It's a blocking mechanism. Like we hear, but a lot of times with women, they want to repeat themselves like we don't hear. We hear it the first time, but they want to go over. That's why their words multiply and all of that times 2, 5, 6, 10, 12, and all that good stuff. So that's what it is. We heard you the first time, but they want to make sure they keep on reiterating the same thing over and over again.
Okay, absolutely. Brother Vanish, you need me to repeat that question?
No, I tend to talk a lot myself. You know, I've been told I like to hear myself talk. So I have been around some talkative women who talk so much that you really can't get in a word in edgewise. So with those kind, I've just learned to kind of be quiet.
Okay, 10-4, brother.
Yeah, but when you seem to be quiet, they think that you're not hearing them or you're not paying no attention to them.
Oh, so you got to be
So-
sensitive.
So pretty much respond every question or whatever she asks, you respond to it.
Oh yeah.
When
Oh
you
yeah.
just sit there and don't say nothing, they think you ignoring them or you don't want to hear them. So men, we got to answer the women. Yes, no, I hear you, baby. I hear you, love. No sugar, yes, sugar.
Hardrick selling us out.
Always
Yeah.
respond.
Give away all the-
Hardrick selling us out.
Are you sure this is your show? I'm
I don't know, but
I'm just asking, man. I'm just asking.
Hey, and so Shawnee Thompson says that men are tappers. Does anybody know what a tapper is?
Yes.
Hey, hold on.
What's
This
the
a
cap?
clean shorter.
Okay, I better not. Okay, let me go ahead and get past that. Oh, this is that. Oh, you stupid. Patricia West. Oh, she meant to say yappers, but I done said something crazy. So I'm gonna go past that. Letitia West said, Monty, why you talk so much?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I'm a great conversationalist, and the 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna make you laugh. So that's what I like to do. So
I hear you, Bubba. Hey, and so Shawnee Thompson says that we are born yappers. So she says we yap a lot, guys. That's what Shawnee Thompson says.
No, the woman that she works with yaps a lot.
Yeah.
She talks about her every day.
Oh, we got the Cubster that came in the house. The Cubster's back in the house. And I'm gonna go through these. And so Letitia West says, Mike, if you acknowledge the first time, then you won't hear it multiple times. Wow.
Not
Exactly.
really, because you can say that you heard them and they still gonna keep on talking. That's real. That's real talk. That's real talk. You can nod your head, say, yeah, baby, I heard you, and they still gonna say the same thing.
Okay, 10-4.
But Mike, you got to say more than just yes, baby. You know, they want to hear more in detail. They don't want to hear yeah, baby.
Marty, why are you talking to me?
Yeah,
Why are you talking to me like you're a father? That's the number one thing.
Right, baby. I think that's a great idea. I think you should do it this way. We should do it that way. Interact more than just a yes, baby, or no, baby.
Hardrick is
And I guarantee they will talk less than what they have to.
Now, I told you not to put Hardy on the show. we done went through Hardy for 2 years on Facebook, not knowing what he's talking about. And you actually had to put him on the show. Now he's commandeering the show now and talking to us like we're his recruits.
You see what you
got to do is you got to do this. You got, hey, I think I need to go ahead and do 15 push-ups right now. What you think?
15, that's it.
Right? Junior Duncan said,
that's one-handed.
Junior Duncan said, there's a lady amongst y'all gentlemen.
Yes, there is.
Oh, Hardrick, them ladies, hey, them ladies turning on you because Shawnee Thompson said Hardrick Porsche definitely a yapper.
Yes.
Wow.
You're going to get it good tomorrow. She going to get it good tomorrow.
And Letitia West says, HP is the real MVP tonight. Hardrick is the man. Wow. Hey, and so Terry Moultrie leaves the show and she's out there telling her friends to come on the show. So she was on the show. So Terry, why'd you leave? Shawnee Thompson said, yappers. Terry Moultrie says Team HP. So they all like rallying behind Hardrick now. Shawnee Thompson says exactly. But y'all can't repeat what we said. Shawnee Thompson says men can't repeat what they said. And Junior says Kuwait King is in the building. Oh, Junior. I can't mess with Junior Duncan. I swear, man. Junior, I can't do my job, Junior. Oh, Letitia West says HP. Shawnee Thompson says exactly Bam Mab. So Shawnee agreed with you, Michael. Terry Moultrie said, y'all need to listen to HP. Wow. Shawnee says she's leaving. We're glad you came here. And Terry Moultrie said not good connections. Okay, so she didn't have good connections. So
no,
that's why
I'm gonna tell you what's HP, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with all of that, right? What you saying, brother? At that point, they're gonna think that you guess what, man? They don't want hair. Like, I'm gonna tell you, you gotta have an even balance in all of that, because you gotta show them sometime. Look, yeah, I ain't trying to do all that. See, because the simple reason they want to even they want that, hey baby, thank you, baby, all that kind of stuff. But then they want you to be, you know what I'm saying? They want you to stand up and be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want all that mushy stuff all the time, because the simple reason they ain't trying to hear all that. So like for example, I might agree most of the time, but then at some point I gotta stand my ground. I gotta have to stand my ground rule. You know what I'm saying? Because then they'll respect that more than me sitting there being a yes man and yeah, sugar baby, and all that kind of stuff. They don't want you know what I'm saying? Like that stuff played, man. Ralph Tresvant, man, that cat that's out of the 90s, man. All that, man.
What do you think? What do you think, Cub?
No, I'm not saying agree with everything they say. Just, the communication flow needs to be better. That's all I'm saying. I didn't mean agree with everything what a woman says. No, I never said that. I just said we need to pay attention and interact more in the conversation.
Cubster, what do you think, Cub? What do you think about that?
Can I say?
Please, sir, come on.
Can I say sometimes you got to lean? Let me tell y'all something. I was raised by my grandparents. You understand? And when they both transitioned on, they transitioned on in their 90s, and they raised me from a diaper baby. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I know. I know that's mama and granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I could never understand why, when my grandmother and grandfather and everybody have their little dispatch, they call it love quarrels or what have you, or whatever it might be, or whatever. I could never understand why my grandfather was so humble. You understand? I didn't care what my grandmother said or whatever. He never let her rattle him off his throne. You understand what I'm saying? But at sometimes you gotta pick. Excuse me, Real, but sometimes you gotta pick your nuts up out the sand. Sometimes. You understand? It's okay to let him drag sometimes, but you can't let him drag. Mike Bryan, stop, Mike. Sometimes you gotta know when to pick. I'm gonna sum it up just like this. Sometimes you gotta know when to pick your testicles up out the sand, and sometimes you gotta let them dry, bro.
Thank you, Cub.
Moral of the story: don't start nothing you can't finish.
Don't start nothing you can't finish. All right.
End of the day. But I'm going back to my little story about my grandparents. I could never understand why my grandfather never really said back too much to my grandmother, because he knew at the end of the day, even if he was right or wrong, she was going to be the winner at the end of the day. Absolutely. You understand? But at the same time, as men now, we can't let them put skirts on us. Understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We cannot let them put skirts on us. We still have to play our position.
That's right. You said don't wear no skirt.
We still have to play our position as a man, and a woman needs to let a man be a man, just like,
yeah, I'm hearing you. You said don't wear no skirt.
But my connection is messed up right now, y'all. Y'all have a good day.
All right, cuz.
Exactly. My connection is messed up right now, so I can barely hear y'all. I'm going in and out. I got one of them cheap phones. I ain't got a Michael Bryant phone, so I'll get back with y'all.
Thank you for coming in, man. Hey, so Hardrick, to your point, Letitia West says, J3, good point. We like a little rumble in the jungle. So she said, yeah, they like a tough guy.
Cornet.
Huh?
I never said agree with everything they say. I never said that. I just said communicate more.
Yeah, cuz.
Well, hey, cuz.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, hey, Cornell.
Yeah, cuz. Yeah, cuz.
He must have got B-Mobile. B-Mobile for a cousin.
B-Mobile. Why are you so stupid, man? You so dumb, man. Hey, so Johnny Thompson said bye, Cub. She said bye, Cub. And she said, All that from having you what? Ooh, in the sand. Please, no more analogies. Just say it. All right. All right. And then Shawnee says, come back. All right. Okay. So Hardrick, yeah. Oh, J3 right there. So HP. They said they like a little rumble in the jungle. So they like a guy that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
And Shawnee Thompson said he's at Hoppin' John. But she said that's where Cub went. So he went to Hoppin' John. Hardy, I don't think you can live that down for a while. They're gonna be holding that Hoppin' John on you. I'm sorry.
John.
They could be holding that Hoppin' John.
I hope he get a $20 tip.
You know, hey, long as they tipping good.
Long as they tipping good, huh?
Papa John, hey, I might start that franchise.
You should start that franchise,
Papa
man.
John. Yeah.
You should start that franchise. So let me ask you guys: do women use bait to catch men? Do women use bait to catch men?
Definitely. Everybody acting shy. Yes. You can tell by sometimes how they dress, how they wear their jeans, you know. Everybody likes heels. If you have two twins and they're both identical, one of them has flat shoes and one of them has high heel, open toe, platform shoes, which one you going to take? You know, sometimes you have those dresses that are cut in a certain manner, perhaps a little cleavage is showing.
Yes, sir.
Maybe accentuates her waist.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
That's the way you talk, man. You good. That boy good. He good.
That boy right there good. That boy right there good.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
My pastor said you better know it on the bait. He said the boom, boom, pow. And that country cooked plate. You better believe it, Pastor. That's right. And that boom, boom, pow. Tish says no. She says women don't use bait.
Whatever.
And Shawnee Thompson just look. So Mike, do women use bait?
Oh yes, I'll step up to the podium next. Yes, they do. You know, they know. I mean, it would be the same way. Like before you go out on a date or you going out, you know, they're trying to look their best. You know, and you know I may take a twist on this, but a lot of times they accentuate their body to be more form-fitting, if I can say that.
All right.
So, of course, yeah, they put on a nice dress or whatever because they know that we are, if they understand a man, we are hunters by nature. So if I see a little poor deer on the corner and I see a nice deer on the other side, I ain't going to that deer right there. I'm going to the one like, okay, that's the one I want. And that's just our nature. We are hunters. So,
Big game hunter. Big game hunter.
Big game hunters. That's
all right.
All right.
All right. All right.
I hear you.
Patricia West says, so because we look too nice, that's bait, really. And then Cheryl Morrison says, hook, line, and sinker. My pastor says, when she's a brick house and knows it, that's bait. All right,
Amen.
Pastor. That's right.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Hey.
Hey, well, look, I know men, we're visual creatures. It's like we get turned on by visual stimulation. And I know women more so. They get more turned on by hearing, you know, listening to us. But when it comes to men and attraction, so yeah, women will use bait like that to grab our attention, our visual.
Y'all dancing around. Y'all doing what that thing called? What use the do-si-do. Y'all doing a do-si-do around this thing. Y'all know what time it is. Now, hey, when you talk about when you talk about bait, like the bait, the real bait at Jimmy Tackle. Okay, you know when you go to Jimmy Tackle and you go get that bait. Now you got certain bait. You got that fake bait, and then you got the real bait. Now the real bait gonna catch some good fish. Now and that fake bait ain't gonna catch the bad, you know, the so-called bad fish. Now what I mean by I'm gonna break this down. Even though a woman may look a certain way, that catches our eyes. But the first thing that you're going to get that you're going to really get out of that woman is if she has a good personality. Like me and my wife had this conversation the other day. The first thing I saw was her beauty, but then I like an intellectual woman. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me take her to the house. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me take her to the house more than anything. But when it's all said and done, guess what? Looks ain't gonna last. We already know that. That's just one of them things that's gonna get you right in the door. That's the and so I guess that bait situation that's all good and well, but that's not what's going to really bait you in. You know what I'm saying?
But you say that now. That's now. Now think about when you were in high school. Because I know when I was in high school,
I know when you was in high school in that blue blazer, I know what time it was.
I didn't ask you all that, bro. You
okay, all right. Mike, why are you laughing with the black one?
Hey, but I understand what Cornell is saying. I think you're going too deep, Mont. I mean, not my. You going too deep, man. It's like we're talking about bait. We're not talking about long term and all this stuff. We're talking about walking and seeing a female like bam. You know, it's not that deep, man. I think you're going a little bit too deep on your answering.
I get you, man. I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
I got you, Mike.
But now, see,
at the end of the day,
you're a different mindset now. You're in a different mindset, different time.
Exactly.
Now,
that's right.
back in them old days, when you talk about Jimmy Tackle, it's in Stephen, South Carolina. Hey, it's like Mike said, if you got the poor day over here and you got the 6-point buck over there, 6-point buck, guys. Hey, and so Letitia West said, when we talked about bait, she said it's no different from y'all walking around with a right muscle with muscle shirts on. And then Cheryl Morrison came back again. My cousin said hook, line, sinker, catch. She said catch this time. She didn't say catch last time. And Letitia West said tight muscle shirt. Shawnee Thompson just looking. Letitia West says, yes, J3. You said one thing right tonight, so good job. Oh, and then Barry Dingle says, this has been a good show. All in one. It's been a date show. It had 2 commercials, sex education, a little church. Let's come to the important part and pass the basket.
Oh gosh.
Hardrick, you didn't answer that question yet, right?
Oh, no, not yet.
Women use bait to catch men.
No, you're gonna say no. You're gonna say no.
It depends. Yes, women in the club, you know, they're gonna do that definitely. But
just in the club.
Get you a church woman, you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, what?
Get you a woman
Where you been at? Where you been at?
You want a woman that loves to go to the club. Of course, they're bait in the club. So get you a good church woman.
Oftentimes, the women in the church,
you won't have to worry about that.
The women in the church are wearing more form-fitting, and you know, Sunday's best. I mean, women look very good, in going to church. Mm-hmm. So it's not just club women. You always accentuate your best features.
You know the pressure a pastor got standing up there looking at that congregation.
Yeah,
God. My Lord.
Yeah, because Sister Jones, come on, Pastor, come pray for me.
They need to be more careful how they present themselves when they go to church. That's all I'm saying. Be more presentable.
This show is a lot of fun tonight. We having a good time. This show is a lot of fun. Ortiz stupid. Hey, man, you stupid, man. I'll tell you that. Hey, so guys, Hardrick. Barry Dingle says someone paid this guy just like they paid my quarterback from Pittsburgh.
Hey, Barry, I wish. heart, Barry. It's straight from the heart, bro. Straight from the heart.
Okay. So guys, check this question out. So women have become masters of nonverbal cues, facial expressions, and emotional tones in voices from raising babies, because the baby was unable to communicate verbally. It also noted that women, even from infancy, are generally more interested in facial expressions, emotional tones and voices, and nonverbal cues than men are. Men, have you ever gotten in trouble with a woman over nonverbal communication, voice tones, or facial expressions?
All the time. I'll be the first to answer. All the time. You know, I remember like in class one time, there was this message I learned in interpersonal communication. I was taking this class, and it said that if the receiver doesn't receive the message in the way that the sender sent it, it's always the sender's fault. So a lot of times we'll say something or we'll have an expression on our face, and if it's not perceived correctly, then there's going to be a storm brewing. So a lot of times, you know, I have a deep voice. A lot of times if we use the wrong tone of voice or have the wrong facial expression, and if it's interpreted wrong, then that woman, you know, she could have a problem with that. So yeah, I think every man has, you know, why are you looking at me like that? Or, you know, why you twist your face up like that? And you're just, you know, the sun was in my eyes, you know, but if that's not the way they perceived it. So yeah, facial expressions and nonverbal gestures can get you in trouble many times. But I think as a couple kind of know each other, that's less prevalent.
10-4. 10-4. Thank you, brother. You wrote that down. We appreciate that. Women have become masters of nonverbal cues, facial expressions, emotional tones, and voices from raising babies. Unable to communicate verbally, it's also noted that women, even from infancy, are generally more interested in facial expressions, emotional tones and voices, and nonverbal cues than men. Mike, have you ever gotten in trouble with a woman over nonverbal communication, voice tone, or facial expression that you made?
Of course. I have plenty of times. But it wasn't my fault. The last time that happened was when I walked in the house. She left the collard greens on the stove for a day. And you know how a batch of bad collard greens smell. And I came in and she said, "Hey baby, how you doing?" And you know when people get happy in church, they got that look. That's the look I had. She got mad because I didn't respond to her in the right way. You understand what I'm saying? But all jokes aside, yeah, we have like our facial expressions, you know, and there's sometimes when you don't respond the right time, you know, or the right way, it's gonna come back on you.
10-4. Monty, I ain't gonna say the whole question again. Have you ever gotten in trouble with a woman over nonverbal communication, voice tone, or facial expression?
Yeah, I have. More so like facial expressions. You know, like I said, I tend to, when I conversate, I like to be jokeful and make people laugh, and especially like with the ladies, you know, especially if I seek interest in you. But you know, sometimes when they get that certain facial expression, you know, that they're like they're happy and excited, then I'm like, okay, all right, well now's the time. Let me make my move and see, you know, if it works out. And then sometimes it'd be like, hey, you know, what are you doing? I mean, you're funny, but you know, and I was like, well,
get your hands off me. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
No means no. You stupid, buddy. You stupid. HP, have you ever got in trouble with a woman over nonverbal communication, voice tone, or your facial expression?
In my Junior Duncan's voice, never.
What? Watching this. I know you have something to say. Junior watched this, bro.
Never.
J3.
NEVBA.
J3, have you ever gotten in trouble with a woman over nonverbal communication, your voice tone, or your facial expression?
I think more my facial expression now, because I got a very serious look on my face all the time, and so my wife always tell me I look like the Grinch now. You know what I'm saying? And I could be just being, but she's like, your sitting face is looking like you mad or something. I'm like, no, I'm fine. But I think it's after I get off work. You know what I'm saying? When she trying to ask me something. You know what I'm saying? And I done yelled at some kids all day. And now you want me to be all, I can't do that. So now my facial expression just sits a certain way. And I'm looking like, and she like, well, you don't want to do it. I'm like, what you mean I don't want to do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even say that. So is picking up sometimes facial expressions and everything like that are like text messages. You get a certain text message and it says a certain thing. What happens is it sometimes is misinterpreted depending on how you take it. You know what I'm saying? And so so that's why I dislike texting a whole lot, because sometimes things can be misconstrued by the way that is worded or that you look, and it's not to be taken that way. So yeah.
10-4.
And I agree with you, because as a truck driver, my facial expression always changes when I go in Chicago. Yeah, always changes.
You gotta get that. Yeah, you gotta change it.
You gotta get that face in, man. You better act like you know it, or you gonna get run over. I'm trying to tell you.
I used to go to LaGuardia in New York. I used to be like, I had to be my hardcore Compton. You gotta change your face.
You gotta change that face,
I
bro.
didn't say it never happened to him though. Hey, just a couple.
Of course he would say that.
Barry Dingle says, "All in love, my brothers." Letitia West wants to know what are y'all zodiac signs? Well, Letitia, I'm Virgo.
Cancer.
No, you need to sing the song. My name is Larry.
Capricorn, baby, Capricorn.
Float on, baby.
Capricorn. Hey, my birthday's next week.
Woo!
Right.
I'm a Virgo.
Always a Virgo, so we got two Virgos on the board. Mike, what you say?
Libra.
Mike is Libra. Okay. All right. So Tish, you heard that. We got a Capricorn, got a Virgo, got a Libra. What else?
Got another Capricorn.
Another Capricorn. Three Capricorns. We got 3 Capricorns in the house. All right. So my pastor said, I must have a look that I don't even know I have. And Ramonte Britt says you have to walk around the house with a dead face. My Aunt Mary Bennett Dawley says looks can kill, and the right look can soothe the savage beast. Therefore, looks tell a lot. All right, see that getting it from the woman's standpoint, and she make good bread. And Mary, if you get a chance, make a red velvet cake. I know that's not. I'm sorry.
Stop begging, boy. Stop begging.
I'll be Keith Sweat. Won't you make a red velvet cake? Please make a cake. And Michael Gibbs, my homeboy from Macbeth, says I'm here watching.
What's up,
feed, Mike? Good to have you on the feed. Good to have you on the feed. So we hit everybody with. So Tish, I'm gonna let this next question be Tish's question, because Tish said where's her question? She says how often should a man be open with their feelings? How often should a man be open with their feelings? I'm gonna start with Hardrick on this one, guys.
Oh God.
How often should a man be open with their feelings?
How often? Miss Letitia, 100%. All the time. Be open with our feelings. 100%. All times.
Anybody got the Wet Day Tell soundtrack?
What you say?
That was a good soundtrack. I ain't gonna lie. That Wet Day Tell soundtrack was a good one, didn't it?
I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry no tears.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like this, though. I think communication should be important. You should do that all the time. But when it comes to, sharing your feelings, I think, man, for me, I have to like really have trust in that woman to open up and share my feelings. But as far as communication, I'm a communicate.
You communicate.
And I mean, not communicate how I feel right then up front, but I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna still communicate with you. But I don't think we need to be open all the time. And I think, especially if it's like too early in the relationship, you want to gradually get to that point.
Well, how would you get to know the person? I mean, you want to know their feelings, what they like, what they dislike, what hurts them.
Marvin John.
You want
How
to know
about
that.
that? That's what they like.
That makes
They like
strong
Marvin John.
Be open. Be open about everything. Share everything.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Hurt, sadness, guilt, happiness. You have it all.
Yeah.
The teacher that never teached.
Mike, how you feel about that? How often should a man be open with his feelings?
I agree with Mark. You just don't open up all your feelings to a person that you just met. You get married, you grow together, and then a lot of times it's according to the situation. Because a lot of times, and to take a serious note, just say if you have a sickness or illness, before you can open up to anybody else, you got to grasp that within yourself, and that can be a struggle. So you're not going to just open up and say, hey, this is what's going on with me. You're going to have to sit back and say, you know what? Yeah, I love my wife and everything, man, but I got to deal with this, because now if you love your woman, listen to this, Hardy. If you love your woman, you want to make sure that your woman, that she is comfortable with you telling her that information, and she's not worrying about you. And you just can't go out there and tell her that until you get yourself situated, until you get yourself rooted to say, okay, now it's time for me to tell her this. So now, because you are protecting her and you're protecting her feelings.
10-4. 10-4. And of course, they came in on Hardrick. Letitia West said, nice HP.
Of course she would say that. She would say that.
Sarah, how you feel about that, man? How you feel about and I took the question down. How often should a man be open with his feelings?
You should be open as much as you can, but there's nothing 100%. So every situation is different. You may not be able to grasp your own feelings, much less necessarily convey them to somebody else. So
exactly.
As you kind of grow with somebody, you know what to say, when not to say. It kind of reminds me of that commercial. I think it's a Geico commercial where Abraham Lincoln's wife, she asked him, how does this dress make me feel or look? And or does it make me look fat? And he says yes reluctantly. But he does say yes, because Abraham Lincoln can't lie.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may want to lie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So you can't be 100% open.
Why lie?
Because it may not be good for the relationship. Careful what you ask for. A lot of times, sometimes women will ask you a question, and maybe they don't want that answer. So you have to give it to them. You got to tell them the truth, but you got to give it to them in a way that they can handle it. A lot of times, and that goes back and forth for both people. I'm not saying lie. You should never lie, but at the very same time, you have to give them what they need. And it doesn't necessarily mean you got to open up 100% of your feelings. I mean, you got to keep 100% of everything. Nah, yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want. That's not good.
Before we get to UJ3, Mike Gibbs says, chimed in. He said, "What's going on, my brothers? Love the show." Letitia West says, "Monty and Mike, I can see your point, but are there rules to communication or starting a relationship?" My pastor says he agrees with what you said earlier. I don't think we need to tell every feeling we have, but we shouldn't hide things that are important, especially if asked. So that's what Reverend Tolliver said. Mike Gibbs says, on this panel, how much times have you all been married? So Mike wants to know how much time we've been married. So Mike Gibbs hitting us kind of deep there, FBI. Tisha West says, Mike, What if your time runs out? Then what? So Tish said, if you kick out, Mike, before you get to tell your wife, what's the deal then?
There's no absolute to that because you don't know. I mean, we can only trust and think that that we're gonna make it to that time or whatever. But like I said, this is going down mentally. Like to come to grips with what you really have. No one wants to face that. You know, when the doctor says this is going to happen to you and you never dealt with it before, you got to face that mentally. You got to. And of course, your wife being your right-hand person, you have to let her know that. But you got to prepare yourself and it may be going into prayer or whatever, talking, but you have to prepare yourself for that. Just right quick, like when my grandmother, Inez, when she passed away, she was 90-something years old. That woman was ready to go. You see what I'm saying? The doctor already gave her her diagnosis, and she was like, "Look, I'm ready to go." A lot of people ain't there, you know. But she was a very spiritual woman, so everybody is actually different. So that, you know, it's going to come, but you got to sometimes give that person a little bit of room to gather themselves so they can speak on it.
10-4. J3, you were next in line. How often should a man be open about his feelings?
I agree with Monty and Mike, man. It's just the depth of the relationship at that point in time. You just because a lot of times you can't just open yourself up. Is only a certain amount of people that you can open yourself up to like that. You know what I'm saying? Like to let them, because at that point you're making yourself vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And and I know me, I'm not I don't like to feel vulnerable a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So so for me to get to a situation where I can tell you certain things and I know that you can be sympathetic or empathetic towards me and try to understand me and put yourself in my shoes, and then try to be a comforter or whatever you have to be for me at that point in time when I share these feelings with you. Then I can deal with you, but I would have to feel comfortable with you at that point in time.
10-4. Mary Jade is so crazy, man. That's why I ain't laughing at what you said. I'm reading this stuff as it come up. And Mary said, better keep some of those feelings to yourself. No one wants a key sweat whining all the time.
Nah.
Barry Dingle says, I feel you on this. I've had this experience with this. We are strong, so we don't want to put something on her. And Barry is a cancer survivor. He was on my show with the cancer survivor.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So that's what Barry says. Letitia West says, Mike, all you need is a little faith. God's word has taught us we can't live in fear. I think this is for you, Lethario. When she said, wait, Stealing Nation, I was with you until you decided not to be 100%.
Oh.
And Cheryl Morrison says, you got to go with the gut feeling. Truth, it never fails. Letitia West said before that, good point, Stealing Nation.
Okay.
10-4, good point, Stealing Nation. And so, Ortega, you were the last one to answer that question. This is the last question of the night, guys. And you know, we're gonna end it. We're gonna end it with a bang. So, men, you work with a young lady that brings an awesome lunch each day. She's very attractive, and you view her to be somewhat of a culinary artist. She invites you to make you dinner at her home, and when you get there, she brings out a beautiful serving tray with rice, chicken feet, and brown gravy. She explains that the mystery meat on the side is possum nuggets. Do you dig in or ask for aluminum foil?
These questions, boy, he's something else.
I wouldn't dig in, but I probably might try it just to be a good sport about it.
The chicken feet? Okay. So you tried to be a good sport.
Boy, you ain't never been to New Orleans, huh?
You
Boy,
talking about
look, boy, I've been there. I would tell you, don't be careful, boy.
That's the thing. You gotta eat the whole thing for it to work.
Boy,
You ain't chicken feet? Oh, okay. Yeah, boy, eat that chicken foot, boy. So, Mike, what you gonna do, man? She bring you that chicken feet and brown gravy and possum nuggets.
I tell her I ain't got my depends on tonight, baby. You got to catch me the next time.
Possum nuggets.
Hey,
Oh.
bro.
Oh, alpha male, Lethario. What are you gonna do, man? She brings you out that beautiful serving tray with rice, chicken feet, and brown gravy, and she explains that the mystery meat on the side is possum nuggets.
See, because I'm in that loving, exclusive relationship, I would never go to a coworker's house for dinner. So I guess I would never see.
Great answer.
But that was a great answer, boy. We just talked about hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Hey, hypothetically.
Oh, hypothetical.
Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetical. I try to get you in no trouble, man.
Right. Hey, you know what? I've been all around the world and I've tried all type of different meat. I got a Kogogi story. Kogogi is dog in Korea. So you know what? I'll probably try it. If I trust her enough to come over to her house to eat, I'll probably try the possum nuggets.
My cousin John ate that, and he's been barking since.
Y'all know, man.
Well, listen. Great. Some of the people chimed in. Mike said you should be able to. Mike Gibbs. This is from the other time. Mike said you should be able to be open to your partner. All right, Mike. Cheryl Morrison says, tell him you got a headache. She eating them possum nuggets.
He got a headache.
Barry Dingle says nobody answered this but the sellout. My aunt said, Mary Barron says, just leave. Letitia West says, I'm a vegan that night. 10-4. My pastor said, I ain't eating chicken feet and possum nuggets. Nah. Great show, Rev. Great comments from the panel, too. Thank you, Pastor. Pastor, I'm with you. I'm not eating no chicken feet and nuggets. Michael Gibbs said, eat them nuggets.
Nuggets might be
He's to toughen up. And Letitia West is laughing at Mike. Donna Simpson chimes in. She's laughing. And Barry Tingle says, if she got them muscles behind her elbow and she big, you gotta keep her when she cook. You gotta keep her when who can cook. So he said if she big and she got the muscle, Barry said the muscle behind the elbow, then she can cook. So that must be this lady making the chicken nuggets or the possum nuggets. She must have those Incredible Hulk hands and them Popeye arms. And if I'm
Cornell, you notice something?
Yeah, he gone.
Hardy knew that we was gonna get him, right?
Yeah.
So he went through the back door. Don't worry.
Hardy
we got him. We got him.
The back door.
Back door Santa.
Erlene Diggs Howell from Matt Best, South Carolina is tuning in. She says, I'm dying over here. Might be. Yeah, we having a good time tonight. But man, I'm glad you guys came back. I'm sorry all the women didn't come back tonight. Some of the girls dip on us tonight, but we had a great show. And I just want to thank these guys, man, these brothers, for coming on tonight. I want to thank all of you for being out there and listening to us and listening to the show. You guys have any parting words?
Hey, man. I just want to say, man, guess what? Is a lot of stuff going on in the world today, man, and we just gotta keep our heads up as black men, and we gotta and we have to support each other. And I think this is a nice way to do it, and a nice way to express ourselves with without being what's the word, somebody being really opinionated about what you're saying.
Absolutely.
So I think that's my little part.
10-4, man.
Well said.
10-4.
10-4. So silent. Anybody else, guys?
Yeah, right quick. Piggly Wiggly got chicken backs for $2.99. Go get them. Get them back.
Wait, this was stupid.
Who sells chicken backs?
Piggly Wiggly.
Man, Mike, go ahead.
But that's
man.
a hard way to go, boy. Chicken back sandwich, boy. That's a hard way to go, boy. That's a hard way to go, bro. Letitia West said, like Tyrone Davis, say it sure wasn't me. And she says, now leave HP alone. Hardy running for mayor. That's why Hardy played us out like that. My cousin Cheryl Morrison says, good night. Great conversation. Good night, Cheryl Morrison. Letitia West, y'all guys were great. I appreciate the conversation tonight. And my Aunt Mary was a good show, guys. All right. And to all of you that was tuning in tonight, we're glad you came in tonight to the Moral Compass. I want to thank once again my brothers that came in tonight. Those guys are awesome, man. Monty LaRock, J3, Mike B, and the Alpha Lone Wolf. We're glad to have them guys here. Hardrick dip on us, man. Because Hardrick said he was going to do a little rap song. You know, he said, yeah.
He did good. He was the only female that stayed here. So he was all right.
You doing, man?
Oh, Hardrick is back. Hardrick is back. And Donna Simpson said, sorry I came late. You guys are awesome.
All right.
You guys are awesome. So Hardrick not connecting yet. I don't know. I was gonna let him connect and say his final word. Sell us out one more time.
Yeah, right. Basically.
He sold us out tonight, boy. I tell you.
I think he was. Hey, honestly, I think he was supposed to play that character on Django, Samuel L. Jackson, but he actually got beat out.
Yeah, Hardrick was the mole tonight. Now Hardrick sold us out tonight.
Man.
Hardrick, okay, here he is. Here he is. I can add him to the stream. HP.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
HP, you got any final words?
Yeah,
man?
go ahead.
You got any final words?
I would like to thank you all for participating tonight. It's been fun, and we can do this again whenever y'all want.
Cool.
I'm always down.
Man. We have the same crew back, man. Absolutely.
Nope, I'm not coming. I refuse to. I'm not. Cut me out.
We need the Cowboy next time.
We can have a sports show. We'll do
But you
that.
know, with my Miami Dolphins, problem.
You know, we wanted to do a playoff show anyway, man. You know, and so we missed the first half, so we can come together and do a little playoff show, little Super Bowl talk.
Yeah. Since all of us is actually home now.
Absolutely. Isn't that
the Mayor Steeler Nation is on vacation for the next few months. He'll be back.
We all home for real. Oh, Mike, Letitia was the last punch to you. She said, Mike, you have to come back. Oh, she said, Mike, no, she said, Mike, you have to come back. So, Mike, you gotta follow me, man.
Man, not if Hardy gonna be on there. Hardy done cut all us through the ankle, man. I'm bleeding now. I gotta go to the emergency room right as we speak. He done chopped me off at the ankle too much today. I can't take it. I just can't.
Say it again. You in and out.
It was for a reason. Trust me.
Hey, bro, straight from the heart, baby. I'm new.
You all right with me? Hey, you all right with me, Hardy? Just the world wrong. That's all.
On the side.
So Hardrick over there doing that Roger Troutman. So we're gonna end on that tonight. Glad you tuned into the show.
All right, man.
Have a good night.
All right, y'all.
Hey, man, y'all take care.
All right, man. Y'all take care, bro. All right.